Now,
100%.
back to your question, Chris. Do I lie to my children about a
Mm.
magical fat man coming and giving them gifts? And do I gaslight them and manipulate their emotions all season long, leading up to Christmas Day? I'm so glad you asked that question.
Oh, dude,
The answer is
that's exactly
no,
how I
of
asked
course
it.
not.
Yeah.
That is exactly how you asked it. Of course not. How could I lie to my children? So, what
Right.
do we do with Santa? Let me stop being so harsh. What do we do with Santa? Welcome to the Family Captain Podcast. I'm your host, I'm your coach, John Michael Clark. On this show, we help Christian husbands grow in family leadership and sex and marriage. So, if you believe that Jesus is king and you want to lead your family with strength and love and you want frequency and freedom in your sex life, then you're in the right place. We're going to help you build an incredible family culture where God is glorified and your family is blessed by your strong, loving leadership.
Gentlemen, welcome to the Family Captain Podcast. I'm your co-host, Chris Farrell. This show is designed to help you become the greatest man your wife and your kids have ever known. Mr. John Michael Clark, my man, what's up?
I'm Santa Claus. That's what's up.
You're
Guys,
doing
we are bringing you the Family Captain Holiday Variety Show. We're hitting Thanksgiving, we're hitting Christmas, we'll talk New Year's. We're excited to help captains lead through the holidays to worship Jesus and to rest and refresh and bring the fun and be the man, all the things.
Amen, amen, and amen. I mean, dude, are you not going to give me a shout out here for my ugly sweater?
So here's the crazy thing, guys, about Chris's sweater. It's not one of those that you buy after this was a thing. This was an unironic Christmas
real.
sweater that his grandma wore.
This is, well, Jana's grandmother, yes. I mean, I
John's
can just
grandma
imagine
wore
her
this
strolling into a party,
unironically.
just feeling amazing about what she
There's
has on.
cats on it for those who are listening. It's
Dude,
snowing. It's a turtleneck, and the turtleneck is white. The rest of the sweater is black, and the turtleneck has Christmas lights on it. Santa is somehow in front of the sunshine. Like,
Oh.
that's like us. It's like sun. It's supposed to be the moon,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like, is it a blood moon? I don't know what's going on.
Might
There's
be.
a lot. This shirt is doing some heavy lifting.
All right, look, man, we're gonna go. Speaking of like just heavy hitting stuff here, dude,
Like that sweater, right?
let's go straight at the good stuff. Does John Michael Clark do Santa Claus?
Do we do Santa Claus? So Saint Nicholas was legit. He loved and followed King Jesus.
Yes.
There is the legend that we all love that he actually struck a heretic in the face. Forgot who it was. I think he was denying the deity of the Lord Jesus Christ. So yeah, this was a thing.
I don't know the story. Yeah.
Yeah, this was at, man, what council was this? I should have brushed up. But the legend is he slapped a bro in the face. Like, dude was actually like in preaching and explaining why Jesus isn't God. And St. Nicholas says, pow, which a slap is so much more disrespectful than a punch. A punch is
100%.
like, it's on, we're fighting,
Yes.
come at me, bro. But a slap is like, no, you didn't slap me in the face, dude.
Eesh.
A slap is so much more disrespectful. So
I agree.
St. Nicholas be slapping bros in the face
Dude.
because he's jealous for the glory of the Lord Jesus. So awesome. And he was generous, and he gave gifts to orphans, and so the legend and the thing began from there. Now,
100%.
back to your question, Chris. Do I lie to my children about a magical fat man coming and giving them gifts? And do I gaslight them and manipulate their emotions all season long, leading up to Christmas Day? I'm so glad you asked that question.
Oh, dude,
The answer is
that's
no.
exactly how I
Of
asked
course
it.
not.
Yeah.
That is exactly how you asked it. Of course not. How could I lie to my children? So what do we do with Santa? Let me stop being so harsh. What do we do with Santa? We have fun. Santa's like Spider-Man. Santa's like
Yes.
Elmo. Santa's like Batman. Like, yeah, it's fun, but it's also fake. And it's pretend. And so, yeah, we might make some reference to Santa in the same way we make reference to Batman. But, yeah, the boys have always known that, yeah. And I've always told them, like, don't tell other kids that because their parents are lying to them. And they're like, it's a big, important part of their family for whatever reason.
100%.
I'm not sure how they get around it, but I'm gracious.
Yes.
And I'm
Yes.
gonna continue to be gracious, Chris. I don't want to be too harsh on the Santa thing. But seriously, like
Yeah.
you're lying to your kids. Oh, we're just pretending. Do your kids know you're pretending, or do they think it's the truth? Because
Right.
if they think you're pretending, then they know you're pretending. That's fine. But if they think it's
Yeah.
the truth, and there's coming a day where they could quote find out, then that's something different. Why? Why do we do this? Because we want to continue to put all emphasis and focus on Jesus.
Yes.
And that's something that every household should be doing. What's Christmas all about? You should be able to ask your kids that, and they say Jesus over and over and over and over. It was last Christmas, I was doing like a children's time with the kids in the church, and I've been so used to asking my boys, because when they were little, hey, buddy, like whenever we're talking about gifts, or we're talking about this, or we're talking about that, or what's Christmas all about? And they'll say Jesus, and I'd say, why is it about Jesus? Like I don't just let them get away with Jesus as the answer to everything.
Right.
Technically, yes, but I want them to have understanding and conviction. So I would walk them through all the things. But I'm asking all the little kids at church, my church, and I'm doing this thing, and they all come up, and Pastor Joe Michael's going to do this children's time with the kids. And I say, I don't know why I didn't know this, but I should have known this. But I was like, is Christmas all about Santa? And I just expected them to go, no. And I said, is Christmas all about Santa? And they go, yes. And I was like, no. And all the adults are like, yikes.
Oh,
like,
my gosh,
okay,
that's epic.
Okay, dads, like we know an adjustment that we all need to make for next
that's
year. Because
so
I was like,
funny.
is Christmas all about Santa? And they're like, yes, it is all about Santa. So it was very humbling
Yeah.
for Pastor JM, and probably
Right.
for a lot of dads and moms as well. But
Right.
we want that to be the genuine belief. And there's many things that we do. Like that statement alone does not make your kids love Jesus more than they love getting plastic stuff from the magical fat guy. That has to come from a whole life that's actually serving the Lord. But that's how we handle Santa. He's fun. He's pretend. He's cool.
Yeah.
He's like other stuff. But whatever. But anyway, back to the real thing, the Lord Jesus, the incarnation, him in his first coming. We're excited about it. We're celebrating it. That's the big deal.
Amen. Amen. And to your point on Santa, like I practically realized as we were working through this with all the kids we have, I was like, this is so stupid. Some fictitious fat man wearing a red suit gets to take credit for all the gifts that I buy my kids.
Right.
I'm like, what? What in
This
the freak?
guy.
What? Like
Yeah.
it made no sense.
So we still do all the gifts Christmas Eve night while they're asleep.
Okay. Yeah.
So they still go to bed with the only gifts that are under the tree are for like other family members and stuff.
Yeah.
So the way we've done it is they come down and it's like Christmas morning. It's different. And I do other stuff too.
Okay.
Yeah. It's their stuff. Their stuff wasn't there before.
Okay.
So they still have the excitement of,
Yeah.
I have things. So we still have that fun factor is something that we do.
For sure.
I have always, like the balls in a ball pit, like old
yeah.
school ball
Yeah.
pit, like McDonald's. So I bought a few trash bags full of those. And this is something I've always done. And I still do it.
That's amazing.
Christmas morning, those are all over the living room floor. They're red and green. And Natalie every year is like, do we have to do that? And I say, of course we have to do that. and the boys and we kick them aside and they're in the way all day Christmas Day. And it's just another, and I drape tacky lights across that haven't been in the living room all month long, but they're there. So Christmas morning, everything looks and feels different when you come down into the living room. And that said, we've done years where we did no physical gifts.
Interesting.
When I was broke as a joke,
Been there.
and I was like, hey, here's what we're going to do this year. We're going to do, we always did gifts for the boys, but we did we're going to do this experience and we're going to save up for this thing.
Right.
But it was greatly, greatly reduced. And some people we don't do gifts at all, but I think most years we did. Last year we did an experience. We said we gave the boys a cruise. We said we're taking you on a cruise.
Yes.
But they still had a couple things to open. We did family board games and stuff.
Right.
So that's how we've handled it. But yeah, Santa's not getting any credit.
Heck no, dude.
I'm with you. I'm with you on that, Chris.
Absolutely. Well, so the ball pit thing is interesting. When I'm imagining the ball pit thing, it's like, okay, your boys are coming down the steps, seeing Christmas is bigger than before, and there's these red and green balls everywhere, totally cool, right? Do you guys typically start with this, it's Christmas, it's exciting, they wake you up and you're ready to go, or do you guys start a little slower? Let me be a fly on the wall.
Yeah, typically me and Natalie are up first. Which is weird. Me and my brother, we were up
Yeah.
at 3 a.m.
Wow.
Bedside to mom and dad. Like we were not allowed to go to the living room without
Yeah.
mom and dad because we're not heathens,
Right.
obviously.
Right.
So like it wasn't like they wake up 4 hours later and see what we did and what we opened. But it's like
Right.
3 a.m. We're bedside with mom and dad. And we're like, hey, and they're like, go back to bed.
Right.
And we're like, how long? And they're like, an hour. So then we come back at like 4, and they're like, another hour. We're like, no, my goodness. We're like wide awake, just fired up.
Yeah.
And then finally, whatever time, mom's like, all right, go put on socks. We're like, socks back. She's like, go brush your teeth. We're like, so she's just like nickel and diming us along the way. And they're just laying in bed. And then
Amazing.
finally, we're ready. And now
Yes.
mom finally gets up. And now we're waiting on mom forever. So that was our child. Like, it was
yeah.
exciting. And as soon as we got in there, they were like, okay, go. And then we would open our gifts one at a time again,
Nice.
because we're not the unwashed masses, right? One at a time. Everybody cannot dig in together. It's like toilet paper should roll off of the top, not come out from under the bottom.
Dude, I'm so glad you brought that up. You've maybe never
Thank you.
brought up anything more critical.
Yeah,
Like,
thank you.
100.
So gifts have to be opened one at a time, and for multiple reasons, which we can get into.
Yeah.
But yeah, when the boys come down, Natalie and I get them up. We're like, all right, let's get going, dudes. And they're like, okay. So they get coming along, and they're upstairs, and I get the lights draped downstairs, like the colored lights, because like we have a white light tree. So it's like that's draped across this part of the living room. The balls are all over the place. Like it looks and feels different. It's a different for Christmas morning. There's a different fun factor to it.
Yeah.
Natalie plays a certain song that her dad played when her and her brother would come downstairs growing up. So we'd say, all right, boys, come on in. And they come on in, and like, but everything's wrapped. So it's just like, oh, Merry Christmas, come on in. And then it's everybody sits down, and Daddy opens the scriptures, and we pray, and we worship Jesus. I think we sing. I don't know if we sing Happy Birthday, but we'll worship and pray. And I built that cadence. I built that pace over the years, so they know, like, this is what we're doing. This is how it's going to work. This is our priority. And then we start to get into it. We go, okay, all right, first present, or y'all open your stockings. So some families do stockings last. We do them first. Some families do stockings as like the best gifts. Ours are just kind of like, yeah, it's some random stuff in there, some good stuff in there, some cool stuff in there. So the boys can do stockings together. All right, open it up. There's some duplicate stuff. They got the same thing, some of them. And then they're done with that. And then we start to go like, all right, you open this, you open that, you open this, you open that, you open this. All right, Natalie, you open something. All right, boys, you do something. And with my gifts with Natalie, I have on my phone a system, and I number her gifts because it's just important to me. And she has to open them in the right order because I want them to escalate in
Oh, yeah,
excitement for her.
always.
And I do the same thing for the boys. Like I have it all, but I'm like, I don't want her opening socks. Not that I would give her socks, but I don't want her opening the lamest thing last.
Yeah.
I want her opening the biggest thing last.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what our morning looks like. That's how we walk it out. And
Deal.
we can pause mid gifts. People are opening some stuff. The boys are looking at the new thing or playing with this, and like, oh, hey, let's. Natalie goes in the kitchen, gets some more coffee, and we go snack on whatever she had made the day before that we could have for the morning. And
Yeah.
so we're taking our time. We're not like tear it open, hurry up.
Yes. Yeah. Well,
That's how it looks. And Christmas music is playing.
Yeah, dude. Always.
Actual Christmas music.
There's
Jesus.
a distinction here.
Christmas music. There is a distinction here. There's
Yes.
tons of Christmas music. Again, you can enjoy good, clean entertainment. You can enjoy the fun of Santa, just like you can enjoy walking in a winter wonderland.
Oh.
But that's a different playlist
True.
from my Jesus Christmas music, because there's a ton of dope Jesus, and that's pretty much mostly all I play. Every now and then somebody in the family will be playing
Mariah
something
Carey,
else.
All I Want for Christmas Is You.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Dominic the donkey, jiggity jing, the Italian Christmas donkey. So yeah, I mean, I'll throw in some wild stuff, but I've got that Christmas playlist with which a bunch of songs that were not written by Christians. Most Christmas songs that are not about Jesus were written by non-Christians.
It's true.
And I believe they were written deliberately to undermine Christmas. It's my personal belief.
Conspiracy.
Anyway, so all the famous Christmas songs that everybody knows and loves that have nothing to do with Jesus, yeah, That's my theory there.
We don't have to go
Anyway,
deep into this, but do you
enjoy some good,
believe?
clean entertainment, folks, but know the difference between Christmas music and actually Christmas music.
Fair enough. We don't have to go all the way into this, but do you believe that Christmas has pagan roots?
No.
I don't either.
No.
I don't either.
This is a thing that you see online. Like you see
What?
this at Easter, and like it's from this thing, which is the rabbit, which is the goddess of fertility with the eggs. And like Christians smarter than me have debunked this and exposed this multiple times. And even if they hadn't, Chris, here's the better argument I think that I have.
Mm-hmm.
Everything belongs to Jesus. We will take whatever the heck we darn well please and bend it to his will and make it obey him. So I don't care what you think about Halloween or anything else. We will redeem this thing and we will modify this thing and capture this thing and say, you will now obey Jesus. He is now your master, and we can redeem what we can redeem in it. So we're not accidentally worshiping the devil or accidentally doing anything. We're glorifying Jesus. Everything belongs to him. Trees, lights, all of it. It's all now used as an act of worship to glorify him. So I saw a meme years ago. It was like the person saying like, Easter's a pagan holiday or something. And the Christian or Christmas is a pagan holiday. And the Christian was responding like, if you keep it up, we're taking Shark Week. And they were like, you can't do that. And it was like Toyotathon is now a week-long Christian festival. So that's my approach. Like, you know what? Shark Week, that's ours now. Toyotathon also belongs to us now. Like,
yes.
We're going to make it. It's all here for Jesus.
I'm also with you. I've heard all the arguments about the Christmas tree being, from pagan cultures and like who? No. Okay. But there is something interesting that Dale Partridge talks about. I don't know if you know who that is. But Dale Partridge, he said like, look, there's this harsh reality that culture created a man with Christ-like characteristics that, children should modify their behavior to earn his favor. And that is the deception and the replacement for Jesus. So how does that land for you?
Yeah, I can see the point. I mean, it's a distortion. I'm not going to go so far as to, tell again, like I'm okay with pretending and playing, but like Santa has no power. He has no moral superiority.
Right.
Nicholas is in heaven worshiping Jesus.
Right.
And one day we'll join him. And yeah, folks get fired up about a lot of stuff. And I'm just like, yeah, it'll be all right. He'll sort it out.
Yeah.
You're wrong, John Michael. Well, I can sleep knowing that we disagree, brother. It'll be okay.
Yes. What about the dad who's too intense up against Santa? And he's like, oh, no. Don't ask if, Santa got him anything this year. What about
you
that?
gotta let people be people, man.
Yeah. Sure.
Like, oh, what's Santa bring you? I'm not going to be like, excuse me. I bought the gifts that the Lord provided to our house. Like, I mean, all you can say is chill out, bro. Hey, man, relax. You go home with your family. You go home with your wife. You go home with your kids. You are the chief discipler. You should set the tone and set the standard, but like, you're not in control of everybody else. So don't overstep with the authority there. It'll be all right.
100%. Okay. That was a juicy one. Let's scale back though. Like before the holidays start, all the things. I mean, how does a family captain prepare for the busy holiday season?
For a long time, I didn't. I mean, when I wasn't a family captain, I didn't prepare.
Yeah.
So it just kind of happened, and it's just like you get all the invitations along the way. Can y'all come here for? Sure, we love those people. We like those people. We'll go do the thing. Or here's this thing. We just saw this Facebook event pop up, and that sounds like a good idea as well. So the problem is I didn't prepare. So you hit it in your question. How does a family captain prepare? Well, first of all, he just has some degree of preparation.
Right.
It goes a long way. What is it? A ounce of prevention is better than a pound of cure. So, we have family meetings every week, and in one of the family meetings leading up to the holidays, I always stopped ahead of time, and I did that this year as well, and said, all right, we're coming up on Thanksgiving, we're coming up on Christmas, we're coming up on the holiday season. So let's analyze and let's look at it. And I start walking through. Natalie, how do you want to feel come, January, early January. Boys, what things do we want to say we definitely did? And I start to put in the big rocks. All right, we definitely all want to go to the Christmas parade. Done. That's on this date. We definitely all want this. All right, I'm going to put that here. So we see our big rocks, and now that helps that helps me to pay attention and start to say no throughout the season. Natalie's done something awesome this year. She's gotten ahead more than ever. She says, I'm going to finish all of my gift purchasing before December. So that's a massive lift for her.
Yeah.
Because she's already excited. She's like, I can already see how this is going to be a game changer for me.
Mm-hmm.
So that meeting, and then each weekly meeting, I'm going to continue to be assessing with the family. Hey, what do we got going on? What's coming? What are we looking at? What are we feeling? I want this to be restful. I want this to be fun. I want this to be slow, as slow as possible. A lot of people are like, it's the holiday season. Here comes the chaos. I'm like, not in this house.
Yeah.
No, like there's going to be Christmas classic movies on TV. There's going to be It's a Wonderful Life, by the way. Top 3 movies of all time. Top 3 movie of all time. My top 3 movies of all time. It's a Wonderful Life, Interstellar, and Apocalypto.
What about your top 3 Christmas movies?
Oh, I don't know.
I mean, does Elf make the cut?
Absolutely not. I hate that movie.
I love Elf.
I hate Elf.
Dude.
If I never see it again, if it's deleted from the earth,
what?
I'll be pleased.
This is
I know. I'm a Scrooge with Elf. Everybody loves Elf, and I like Will Ferrell. So it's not like I hate Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
I don't know. I never want to see that movie. It's like Pizza Hut. I told Natalie months ago. She brought home Pizza Hut.
Yeah.
And we were sitting at the dinner table. And I said, hey, baby. She's like, yeah. I said, I never want to eat Pizza Hut ever again for the rest of my life. And she was like, well, it was just more convenient. I said, I'm not mad. Everything's okay. I just needed to plainly tell you I never want Pizza Hut ever again. She's like, okay. That's how I feel about Elf. I just never want to see it. And I don't even know if I watched it that many times.
Dude.
It just doesn't do it for me, okay?
That is
different strokes, different folks, Chris. It's a Wonderful Life, though.
Okay.
If you don't love It's a Wonderful Life, you need to get saved.
I'm not even sure I've seen it, dude.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's super, super dope. It's super good. You got to watch it with just you and Jonna.
All right.
And they have it in color, so like on Prime.
Oh, dude, we're talking old.
Yeah, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, actual classic, actual wholesome.
Okay.
Not a giant elf who came from the North Pole who eats sugar. Christmas movie, not about Jesus, Chris. There he goes.
Dude, I know. I'm a pagan.
His pagan
Sorry.
Christmas movies. No, It's a Wonderful Life. It's not a Jesus-focused movie. It's a wholesome family movie, though. So
That's good. Okay.
Where were we? Best movies of all time. Apocalypto, Interstellar, and It's a Wonderful Life. They're the same movie. It's a man doing what he's got to do.
Okay.
To take care of his family. It's good. It's good stuff.
That's good. I forget where you're going.
That was my point. We're going to have pace. There we go.
Pace.
We're going to have rhythm. We're going to have margin.
Yeah.
There's going to be movies being watched. There's going to be Christmas cookies being eaten. There's going to be music being listened to. There's going to be Hudson coloring at the kitchen table. Like, we're vibing, man.
Yeah, dude.
Like, we're vibing, and my girl is thriving. And yeah, daddy's still working, but I'm paying attention to schedule, and I'm bringing the fun where I can. And like that's the rhythm and the schedule I'm building. Like, we're closing the year out in peace on earth.
Yes.
Not chaos.
That's good. Let me give you something that worked for us last year. Is for Thanksgiving, we got the kids all these crafts, so they would be busy literally the entire day until the food was ready, because the food wasn't gonna be ready till like 4. So we got these big, like 6-foot long coloring books where all of them could sit there at the same time, and we could get on the ground with them and color with them and stuff. And like, dude, it was so good because they knew what they were doing the entire time until.
Bro, if you keep doing that, you will have 18-year-old sons and daughters who are going, Dad, where's the Christmas page? You're like, guys, we thought, what? And you're like, oh my goodness. And you will be like ordering the day before to get it because they don't care about they want the tradition. They want it. You do something a couple years and kids are like, where's the thing? You're like, well, sweetie, I thought, what do you mean you thought? And it's like super sweet. It's super endearing. And like they want the thing. My 17-year-old, he's got a couple things that, he says it jokingly, but not joking. He's like, Mama, where's the such and such? She's like, well, baby, I didn't. What are you talking about? She's, oh, baby, okay. And he'll play into it a little bit and have fun with it. And he knows like, but
Right.
I don't care. This is our tradition. This is what we're going to do. This is the way it should be done.
Right. That's funny.
It's super sweet, man. It's a good thing. It's the
Speaking
feasts.
of-
The Lord gave his people feasts and rhythms and traditions and
Yeah.
ways to mark time, and it's a blessing.
Yes.
The Family Captain is all about helping Christian husbands to build an incredible marriage and family culture. It's self-leadership, it's family leadership, it's sex and marriage, all made practical so husbands, wives, and children can enjoy God's best and truly thrive. It's one thing to believe that Christians should have the best marriages and sex lives. It's another thing to know how to make it all happen. But inside our Family Captain Elite coaching program, that's exactly what you're going to learn. In the Family Captain Elite, men are not only equipped with the conviction to act, but also with the wisdom to navigate their exact situations. And they get a clear, practical path to get them the incredible fruit that they're after. So if you want to take your marriage and family culture from just fine to incredible, then go to thefamilycaptain.com and book a free assessment call to see if the Family Captain Elite program really is a good fit for you. That's thefamilycaptain.com. Family leadership is a high calling for your life. So what are you waiting for?
Speaking of expectations, let's talk about ungratefulness. Let's talk about opening up the presents like a wild animal and then being like, "Where's the next one?" And just that.
In my defense, when I said that last year,
yeah,
I was running low on sleep. Okay, or were you talking about children saying this? I'm joking.
I was like, "Where's he going?" That like flew way
You're
over
just
my head.
slow on the uptake, Chris.
Dude, I was
trying to make it funny.
so slow on that. Anyway,
Yeah. Where's the others? That's why I was like, in my defense, I was tired. I had stayed up late. Okay.
Right.
Yeah. That's something that we cultivate through all of life. I think if that's showing up Christmas morning, then if you're dealt with it all the time, and you're always nipping that in the bud, then Christmas morning is just another tweak. You're going, hey, and you're saying whatever one-liner you've developed at this point.
Right.
But if that's who they are all the time, well, they probably have the model and the example of that in you, and they probably see dissatisfaction, and they've been able to get away with it. So, yeah, if somebody's opening something and they're like, oh, what about? I'm like, yeesh, that's gross. Like, it's like you might feel disappointment, and you can make a request, but you're still going to learn how to be grateful. Thank you for this. It's not actually the one I was looking for. I'm sure we can return it and, do something else with it. But yeah, generally, I think if the attitude of gratitude is not a part of the household and family culture, then yeah, of course, Christmas morning, you better believe that thing's going to show its ugly head again.
Yeah. I'm going to make you dive a little deeper on this. So I'm going to go here. We're in the middle of the living room floor. You got family all around. Grandma gets you this ugly sweater. Well, look at that. No, something that you don't want, right? You're like 9 or 10, okay?
Yeah.
Not you, but your kids. The reaction is very obviously rude, okay? Most parents are like just freaking out, right? Like, don't you dare, right? How does a family captain handle a moment like that with frame?
Yeah. So if one of my boys was like on the fly, like they just opened the thing, everybody's watching them, it's their turn. Because again, we're not godless heathens with 15 people opening gifts at the same time. I'm poking fun at. I know families do it different. You're allowed to be wrong. You probably pull your toilet paper off the bottom and worship Santa on Christmas morning. But
oh gosh.
But yeah, if somebody does that and everybody's like, oh, when I open it up, I'm like, oh, I hate this thing, like I'm clear and I'm direct right away so that everybody can see. I'm not like trying to. He loves it. He loves it. He just like I'm not being false. I'm just going like, no, sir. Excuse me. We'll be back in a minute, y'all. And like, we're taking a trip, and he's gonna come back with the right attitude. I think that's probably all I'm allowed to say on YouTube, right?
That's probably as far as you can go.
I shouldn't say beat them, children.
What did you say?
beat them cheering.
Grab a switch, boy.
No, so we're going in the other room, and obviously I should emphasize, what does that really look like? So I'm saying, hey, son, that was super gross. They bought you that thing. They were excited to give you that thing. Well, I don't like it. I didn't say you had to like it, but your response was rude and disrespectful and extremely ungrateful. So you're going to go back in and you're going to apologize to grandma or Aunt Susie or whatever, and you're going to say thank you for the thing, and then sure, like I'm sure she's got a gift receipt and there might be a swap or something happening, but like you should feel embarrassed for the way that you acted, and it was very wrong, and you're gonna go apologize. And that's it. He's gonna come back. I'm sorry. It's all right, sweetie. And blah blah blah. You know, everybody's gonna smooth it over. But like, nothing just happens like that without actual fatherhood. Just like in your day to day, you don't let stuff fly. Like, you can't just stab your brother in the eye and like, oh, I know you're tired. We'll put you to bed early. Like, we have to parent the thing. So it's no different if there's a crowd around. I don't want to humiliate my children though. So that's why I'll be like, whoa. But like, if you're that bold to be that public with your sin, then I can at least be like, what on earth, son? And that's it. That's all I have to do. And he's following me to the other room. And he might not actually get a spanking in the other room. We'll see. Depends on if there's humility and repentance there.
Yeah.
But yeah, daddy's got to stay on top of that stuff, man.
Right. 100%. So for you, you're detaching from the thing that embarrassed you, right? And the emotional outburst of the kid, and you're separating them from what's going on. And then you're having a conversation with them, and you're just laying out very clearly, like, hey, here are the expectations. You didn't meet them. But you're not publicly shaming them or, making a
maybe
bit of
to
a
that
scene.
small degree that I gave, though, where
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
Right.
No, sir.
Right.
So like that, everybody heard and saw.
Okay. Yeah.
But there was no lecture that happened publicly.
Got it.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's something I've always done automatically. I always separate. Always separate. Like, we got to get out of this chaos. Like, we're in this public event. Anything you can do to just separate from the busyness, the eyeballs that are watching, like, what's happening? How is he correcting him? What's happening? Like, no, that's nobody's business. I don't want my son to be embarrassed any more than he should be for his sin. He doesn't need to. This doesn't have to be public. This isn't all public information. This is private exchange that's happening here. They know that he's being corrected, but the details aren't their business. So a lot of times people are just nosy.
Sure.
Like if we're at some birthday party and, the thing happens, yeah, I'm going to separate and get his attention. I want eyeball to eyeball contact.
Right.
So I can actually get a lesson in. Plenty of parents do this. Like, you've seen it, Chris. They're not actually raising their kids well, and their kid misbehaves, but this parent has enough sense to know that they should be correcting their kid right now. So then they pretend to correct their kid, but you can tell they don't know how to correct their kid. And this is the first time they've done this in months, and they're only doing it because they're in public now. So it's just like, that's just pride. That's just you like putting on it. That's the parent putting on a show for other parents.
Yes.
And that's when you'll hear those parents typically go like, you shouldn't do that. Your grandma really sacrificed for you. And like,
right, making a scene.
Like, they want everybody to hear their parenting.
Yeah.
Like, look, y'all, I'm dealing with this stuff. Like, no, that's not what's best for the child. That's trying to make you feel better. You felt embarrassed.
Right.
And you're trying to make yourself feel better instead of like, father the child, parent the issue, parent the moment. So, yeah, there's probably a lot that could be said there with parenting, fatherhood stuff. But
I'll never forget when we were kids. So I have 3 other siblings. I remember we went over to my grandma's house for gifts, and our distant cousin that came in just once a year for presents, like only child, very selfish.
This kid's so
we all knew.
I see it coming.
I know. We all knew
the freaking worst.
His parents did not spank him, right? And we knew. Okay, so I will never forget. My grandma hands him his gifts, and he just like rips them open. He's like, and like next, and then was like, oh, this thing is so ugly. Like, I don't want this, right? And his parents were just kind of like the parents off of Willy Wonka, just like very, very passive parents. Like, oh, so sorry, you're not pleased. And all of us siblings turned to each other like, see, we're really glad mom and dad spank us. Like, dude, just
and you
knew.
were.
Oh, bro.
I was.
Oh yeah,
My boys are.
100%.
They thank us. I have a 17-year-old son.
Yeah.
He's not 30, so I don't have all the fruit to show yet.
Mm-hmm.
But for what it's worth, guys, I have a 17-year-old son who thanks me and his mother for being the parents that we are.
Mm.
And I have a 14-year-old son who did that recently as well.
That's awesome.
Like, and we did not focus on being their best friends, but because we focused on parenting well, eventually we're going to be their best friends.
Mm. Yeah, because there's a season for that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm already enjoying some of that with my boys.
Yeah. No, that's really good. That's really good. So spank your kids before,
Beat them children. Seriously,
Just
there's
think
the right way to do that because some
Yeah.
guys are like, oh, see, I knew it. Like, well,
Right.
do you know how to do it well? It's peaceful, it's calm, consistent consequences. We don't
Yes.
spank because we're sick and tired of it. We
Yeah.
spank because the scripture says foolishness is stored up in the heart of a child and the rod of correction drives it far from them. It's you and the child versus the thing. It's you and the child and the Lord versus the thing. It's a team of three.
Yeah.
Hey, your Fanny's going to be the one who's taking the smacks right now. But like, it's not me against you and I'm angry. Therefore, you are going to endure physical pain. It's the Lord has literally built this to be a way to expel foolishness from you. And daddy loves you. I'm not going to let you destroy your life.
Yeah.
If you don't have self-control, daddy's going to help to control you. And if I don't do that when you're a little boy, do you know what we do with men who don't control themselves? No, sir. We lock them in prisons and they're controlled by other men. Don't worry, buddy. Daddy's never going to let anything like that happen to you. Daddy's training you now so that we do the right thing. All right. Hands on the bed. Pop, pop, pop. Come here. I love you. And then we're praying. Father, thank you so much for your grace and for your forgiveness and for your help and for your hope. Help my son to blah, 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 and da, da, da. And it's hugs and it's love and then we move on. So that's a quick example
That's great.
of what it could look like. Not, dad with the bell. Come here.
Right. Taking out all of his frustrations from work
Right.
on his kid.
I'm free to spank. I
Right.
knew it.
Right. I'm glad we could fit that in, honestly, because I think that's valuable.
You never
for
know, dude. You never
Yeah.
know. Like, we can't assume too much. So,
Right. Let's pivot to this because it has a lot to do with the holidays. There's a certain pressure to feeling like you got to get the gifts. And I know in the past, I've had to sit my wife down and be like, babe, like our son is one. If we get him a box, it's like not a big deal. You know what I mean? But it's almost like we culturally feel this pressure for our own entertainment. Like, I just want to see their face light up. Right. And so sometimes,
well, provision is a joy.
yeah. So sometimes debt could take place, right? Guys could go credit card debt just to make sure he's keeping up with getting him enough gifts and stuff. Like, dude, touch on that a bit.
Oh, to the no, no. Yeah, we're definitely not going into debt. Like, creativity, sacrifice, make some bonus money. Those are different conversations. But debt for that, no, that's not real provision then. So I understand the joy of provision. I feel it. You feel it. Providers feel it. And mamas feel it too. Mamas want to give to their babies, and we have expectations and hopes, and we want the feast to be glorious. And gift giving is a part of it. So can it be too consumeristic? Of course it can be. We could also go we could go to the other ditch. I'm not going to be consumeristic. So no gifts as a principle instead of no gifts because I'm broke and we're being creative and we're doing some different stuff. So yeah, debt is a no-no. Like, we do not go into debt for plastic stuff. We do not go into debt for, a new gadget or a new device.
Right.
And if you're in a place where you can't do anything, then that's where it gets good to get creative with, man, what family board games can you buy? Like, that's a good Christmas theme. Look, we got these new games. We got this new stuff. It's actually going to pull us away from screens, pull us towards one another. Natalie's been creative with gift giving for others as well over the years. Again, when I was super broke and not providing well, she bought plates at Dollar General that were pretty, nice looking plates, like ceramic, and wrote the family's names around the perimeter with like this bake-on marker that stays there permanently. And she made them beautiful, and like they were beautiful gifts, but it cost me very, very little compared to, being able to just go, hey, here's the budget for the Joneses, or here's the budget for my parents and your parents and this and that, and like
Mm-hmm.
go Amazon. That's just buy now, buy now, buy now.
Yeah.
So you gotta be creative. You gotta do the best you can with what you have where you are. Of
Yeah.
course, provision is good. It feels good. It's exciting. Yeah, I know good and well I'm gonna be giving my 1-year-old something,
Yeah.
even though he's not gonna remember it and it
Nice.
means nothing to him. We're delighting in the joy of it, and
Yeah.
that doesn't count for nothing. That's something.
Sure.
But again, it's you and me versus the world, baby. Like we gotta have vision, we gotta have direction, and family captain, you gotta be casting vision all the time.
Yes.
If you're just waiting until the moment of Christmas, or the moment of shopping in the mall to try and shape your wife's beliefs around Christmas morning, you've probably waited too late this year.
Mm.
We
No,
can
that's
start
good.
reshaping for next year, but if we're walking through the mall or y'all are scrolling on the Amazon, she's had for months an expectation of the way this was going to go down. And now you want to give your lecture and your sermon on the evils of capitalism. Like, hey, bro, you're a
Right.
little bit late on this one. And, maybe you've got enough capital to move the needle, maybe not. But, keep leading with your vision, keep casting your vision,
Yeah.
and don't be a Scrooge. Like, make sure whatever you're doing is based in generosity. It should still be generous, no matter what. No matter what that looks like, your generosity will look like something. I know families who they say, we're giving money away for Christmas. Like, that's what they're doing as a family. I know families who are doing that this Christmas. And they're like, we're going to find, like, we've got to give this much money away. And it's more exciting because Jesus said it's better to give than to receive.
Yes.
So they're like, our kids are pumped. We go out, our kids find people to pray for and give money to and buy things for. And like, that's what our whole Christmas budget goes to. And it's a blast and we love it. And that's what our family does. So
Yes.
I'm down with all that, but generosity needs to be a marker. But I don't think credit card debt should also be a part of it.
True. True. It's funny as you bring up that, and I want to pop to the generosity piece in a second, but I almost wish I went into credit card debt one of these years because I gave my wife such a bad gift. I was so broke, dude.
Let's the variety show's making a turn. Let's talk bad gifts.
Okay, bad gifts. So
I haven't given any bad Christmas gifts. I've given bad birthday gift.
okay, we'll talk about your birthday gift, but it's Christmas and I felt pressure to get her something. I wanted her to have something to open, but I did not have money, dude. Like I just didn't. Okay, it was bad. And I was like, what can I do? And you gotta know something about me. I'm a very practical gift giver. Like anything my wife needs, I'm like, yeah, she could use that. And if you buy me something, I want to be able to use it. So anyway, I'm like, just trying to figure it out. I only have like 15, 20 bucks to my name, right? So I got her a Bible. I'm like, okay, good, useful, good gift, right? And I was like,
That's a good gift.
I gotta give her something else to open up. Bro, I got her these magnetic shopping lists.
Oh, wow.
I got her magnetic to-do lists for for the fridge. And I just looking back, oh my gosh. Oh, and like
She
my
didn't love
wife,
it.
she knew the heart behind it, man. But like, oh gosh. It was
It
so
just
funny
depends,
looking back.
man. It's the woman,
Oh,
it's
so
the
bad.
season.
It was so
Like,
bad.
there's all the traditional stuff you're not supposed to, that Melvin has told us you're not supposed to. Don't give your wife a vacuum cleaner. I have
Yeah.
literally given Natalie vacuum cleaners for Christmas, and the girl squealed with delight.
Right.
So,
I bought her one of those
it's the
iRobot things
time,
or whatever. I
it's the
forget what it's called.
season, it's the
Yeah.
woman.
Yeah.
I've seen people post online, like, I gave my wife this for Christmas. Whoops. And then the
Yeah.
comments are women who are like, I would be so excited. And
Right.
so it's like, there's no hard, fast rule. I think the rule is know your wife.
There is in
and
my
know-
house. My wife does not like practical gifts. at all.
John is
gotta
like, I
grab the
want
shopping list.
bling. If it blings, then I'll sing.
My
But-
gosh. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, she's very
Know your
difficult
wife.
to
That's
buy
the key.
for. Yes. She's not like a jewelry woman, but she is like put some thought into this thing. So I tend to feel a good bit of pressure. But yeah, I just looking back on that one, it was either that or the coupon book. I made her a coupon book the night before Christmas. I was
Chris's
a
coupon book is
broke
like,
broke college
you
kid.
get naked Chris, you get like the whole coupon book.
Oh, yeah.
Redeemable at any
Pitiful.
time.
Right. You
Just
know
all
it.
just different positions.
You
Like you
know
could
it.
have
You
this
know it.
one, you could have this one, you could have this one.
Well, I know it wasn't Christmas, but what was the bad gift you got her? Because you got to match me
Well,
somehow.
I will tell a good gift. I did this
Okay.
last year.
Okay.
So talk about being broke as a joke over the years. Natalie and I were it was like a few weeks before Christmas. And I had kind of finished up for her, like got what I was getting. And we're talking one night and we're just talking about the good old days. Of course, when you were walking through the broke as a joke days, they were not the good old days. And
Not
now we
good
look
old days.
back and we're like, we had us and
Yeah.
we had the Lord and he was faithful. But she was like, then we pawned off my jewelry. And that just, I didn't remember this at all. And it was just a dagger to the heart.
Mm.
And she was like, I was like, we pawned off your jewelry, baby. She's like, yeah, I had some, there was two, there was a gold bracelet you had given me. And then there was another bracelet with sapphires in it that you had given me. Like I love to spend money on her. And I always spend more than I have, more than I should, we should say, because I don't go into debt for it.
Right.
But I take her to places that are too expensive. And I've always done that. It scales with you, of course. Like the
Yeah.
first date I ever took her on, I had like $7. And I was like, "Want to go to lunch?" And then I was like, "Oh." Then I went and found $7 somehow, some way. So that's a theme. I love to just max out and give her the best that I can. But so I'd given her bracelets in earlier years. One of them even from high school when we were dating. So she said we pawned them both off, and I was just sitting there like, dude, I
Wow.
could have cried, like as she's telling me this, and I was like, ooh. She was like, she's like, well, the sapphire one, it really wasn't my style. She's like, but there was a gold, like just like a gold bracelet that was just really, really beautiful, just a simple. And I was like, oh my goodness, I hate that that happened. And also, I know what I'm doing this Christmas.
There you go.
So I went and found her, just this beautiful everyday wear gold bracelet. And of course, that's the last item on Christmas morning. It's like number 8. She knows to follow like
Right.
the order. She's like, I can't open this. Is 7 the last one? I'm like, no, wait, do this one next. So she opens it up and she starts crying right away. And I may or may not have had moisture around my eye region
Maybe.
as well
Yeah.
during that time. But it was super sweet. It was
That's cool.
like, we are so back.
That's awesome.
So I did
That's
good. I did
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
A time I did horrible was a birthday, but we were in high school, in my defense.
This better be
And it
bad
was a
then.
birthday and it wasn't Christmas.
Yeah.
And her birthday's in the spring. And in high school, my only priority was crew. So I had a one-track mind, and that was to win regattas. And so when Natalie's birthday came around, I was like, I have to run to Walmart. And I'm walking around Walmart and walking around Walmart and walking around Walmart. And I just can't figure out what to get her. I don't know why I didn't just buy her a bottle of lotion. Like, yeah, that's kind of like the safe thing. Like,
Oh,
look,
for
it's
sure.
the
Candle.
lotion
A
kit for
candle is the
girls. It's
safe
got
thing.
girl stuff in it.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Like, yay, it's girls. And they're happy.
Right. Right.
But I gave her a Frankenstein wind sock. It goes like outside in a garden. And it's as horrible as it's cartoony. It's not like spooky, but it's like, I guess it was like Halloween leftovers. Bro,
What?
this is in April. And I come to her house and I'm like, I got her that and like
Oh my
a
gosh.
poster to some movie that she didn't like, apparently. Like she still laughs about the Frankenstein wind
Oh my
sock.
gosh. That's
So yeah, just dumb.
That's
Super
hilarious.
dumb.
Yeah, that's pretty
But
bad actually.
But it's not, yeah, dude, your little to-do list thing is not the end of the world. Frankenstein wind sock.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Happy birthday.
Oh, that's too funny. That is too funny.
But back to Christmas and the
Oh,
holidays and the variety show. I want to ask, what unique things do y'all have? Do you have some special like, your Thanksgiving thing is super special. That 6-foot coloring book,
Yeah.
that's super cool. That is a good idea. Like every year, like, ta-da, it's spread out. Here it is. I mean, your grandkids are going to be doing that. And
Yeah, man.
your adult kids are seriously going to be like, yo, where's the paper? Like, we got it. It's here. Dad's getting it. Like,
Right.
and the grandkids are going to come and lay it out on the table. Like, that is the good life, man.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Are there other things like that that are unique to y'all, whether it's Thanksgiving or Christmas or New Year? We didn't really hit New Year much.
Yeah. Well, we just move slow. we move slow. We have a big family, and we know it can get chaotic quick. So we move really slow in the morning. Like on Christmas, it's literally just low light, candles. It's early, of course, but we're starting reading the Christmas story, having breakfast. The presents are in there. They know they're in there, but the kids are in a rhythm where they're just like, it's cool. And then we go one at a time and whatnot. And I think that something we do differently is we just allow ourselves to like rest on Christmas, where we'll pick up the wrapping paper and stuff, but we pretty much just like, you just pick at the food. It's out all day, and we don't put anything away. We don't tell the kids that they have to really like clean a whole lot. We just want them to play with their toys and hang out. And yeah, I mean, holidays are a big deal for entrepreneurs, especially. I would say just people in general who are busy and just so locked into work. Like holidays are just, oh, I'm trying to breathe because my brain's like, I want to plan for the next year, but I have to fight it.
Right.
I have to fight it.
What would Elon do right now?
Right. Elon would be resting. Yeah. Yeah. So
That's
that's,
good.
yeah.
That y'all's Christmas Day sounds very similar to ours.
Yeah. Very true.
Like I mean, a lot of times there's a nap that happens in there as well. The boys
Oh,
are just hanging out. Yeah, I get up every good father should. Have you seen the reels of dads with wrapping paper?
no.
It's awesome. So I didn't know this. I thought I was just unique, but I'm like, as soon as a present is unwrapped, I'm like, give me that wrapping paper. It goes
Oh,
into
yeah,
my
dude.
trash
Right in
bag.
the trash bag. Yes.
Bro, it's a thing.
100%.
Like you're gonna love the reels now. The algorithm's gonna start feeding them to you
That's
now, and
hilarious.
it's like dads. It's just our gift. So like, oh, that's nice, son. That's nice. And wrapping paper takes it. Like there shall be no wrapping
Dude, so
paper.
true. That's so funny.
So yeah, of course, family captains stay on top of that wrapping paper. But yeah, the stuff just can kind of stay around,
Yeah.
tuck it away, sit down.
Yes.
Chris stuff stays out on the counter. Natalie will put meatballs in a crock pot,
Right.
nibble on them, eat on them, whatever. What are you eating, boy? No, nothing. Okay, who cares? Like it's
Yeah.
Christmas. Like
right.
just kind of. Where'd you find
Yeah.
that in the sofa cushions? Like, all right, don't get too sick with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just make it happen. Like they'll survive, and we'll have a good day.
Yeah.
Some husband and wife time. A lot of times is and I mean I don't have all the little ones that you do,
Yeah.
but typically I'll make that happen like mid-morning after some festivities. I'm like, hey,
Mm-hmm.
Santa Claus needs to talk to Jingle Bell upstairs for a few minutes, and then we'll come back down and re-engage with everybody. But yeah, it's just vibing, man. We're just
Yeah.
having a good
Yeah.
time, taking it slow. I know some of the Voyage guys had shared some of the things that they did. One of them had talked about
Yeah.
volunteering early in the Christmas season or Thanksgiving season. They will find a place to volunteer, whether it's for the poor or the homeless or just whoever is in need, just some event where they get to go pray and be a blessing for people, be generous, care for people, which back to that generosity piece, of course, it's powerful. It's so good that your kids see you be generous,
Yeah.
guys. Events like that are good. If that's a regular part of what y'all do, that's super good. But make sure you even tell your kids when you and your wife are generous because they don't know and they can't see it and they need to be a part of it. So they need to know, hey, just so you know, daddy and mommy had an opportunity today and we blessed somebody with that they need a new pair of glasses and we got them an appointment booked, or we knew that so and so needed a new mattress and we got that ordered and it's being delivered, or like they need to know that because if y'all are just doing it and not telling them, then it's not getting into them. But they need to get
Yeah.
excited about it and pray and bless people and do
Yeah.
all kinds of
Good.
things like that. Or when you go to take food to somebody, and again, these are all things, maybe not these exact examples, guys, but like this ought to be present in your life. Like these things ought to be, not that you can make it a rhythm because some of these are unpredictable, but
Sure.
your rhythm is that you're generous. That's the rhythm. Your rhythm is that, Lord, you're available, not because you always have a surplus. Natalie and I were generous when I was broke as a joke. And, we told the boys about those things and include them as much as you can. Not to the degree that anyone receiving would be embarrassed, of course. But if you're taking food somewhere, one of your children needs to go with you.
Mm.
And you, hey, so-and-so, here you go. God bless you. And pray over that food. You pray over the people. You pray when you leave. Your kids need to see all that. Other good stuff. The last thing I think we need to hit is just to remind everybody that part about the boundaries we hit on a little bit. So for us, I talked about Christmas Day,
Yeah.
but a lot of guys feel the travel pressures now of the expectations of what are we going to do, when are we going to do it. And depending on when you're listening to this, depending on how much leadership capital you have, depending on what plans have already been made with or without you, it might be hard this year, but as you start to level up, you start to plan ahead. You get out in front of things instead of waiting for the invite from Aunt Susie. It's like, well, everybody comes here on Christmas Day at 11 a.m. That's what everybody does. Like, yeah, I know, but I just want to let everybody know. Maybe you drop the note this year to everybody. This year, Christmas at 11 a.m. at Aunt Susie's. Hey, everybody, Merry Christmas. Mwah, hugs, kisses, gift, fun, food, feast, joy, drink, all the things. And then you let everybody know, hey, next year, the Clarks are probably going to do Christmas Day different. What? Like, you're already there. It's hard for them to be too mad about a year from now, 12 months out. They might be.
That's a good point.
They might be extreme emotional manipulators, but it's a good time to, hey, just so everybody knows, next year, I think we're probably going to do Christmas Day different. We're probably going to, I don't know if we'll be a part of this. So we still want to see everybody at other times and things, but don't know that we're going to be able to make it work. We're looking at some different schedules. Well, what? Well, I don't know yet, but we're probably going to just lay low and just do at-home pajamas. Well, that's not what we do. Yeah. You got to read the room, brother. I can't, coach every possible scenario, but sometimes like you got to do what you got to do and then start planning out well in advance. So you've got the power to do it. Just make sure you have the influence to do it.
Yeah. 100%, man. 100%. Yeah. Travel's a big one. Travel's one where it's just like, okay, it's always been this, it's always been that, but it's not working. It's not working. And our thing is we're just like, look, we're not going to people please over bringing peace to our home. Like that is the most important thing for us, is to be like, okay, what do our kids need? What does this family need? And then, oh, you want to come? That's fine. We're doing Christmas from this time to that time. You want to come at that time? No problem. But like we have our rhythms. Our kids are young. You already played your thing with your kids or whatever. I think those boundaries are important, man.
Yeah. And people want to be included and you want to include them.
Yeah.
But you're not obligated to do it the way that they say. So do it the way that you want. Like, hey, y'all come from this time to this time. Like, we got to come during that time? Yeah, that's going to work really well for us. Well, that don't work for us. Oh, bummer. Well, let's do the next day. But yeah, you got to start. If you've never started, then all this feels super scary. But you got to start somewhere because you've got to have a vision. It starts with your own vision for how glorious and wonderful this time of this feast season. And I don't just mean the meals. I mean the feasts and the celebrations and the traditions, how beautiful and important this season is to slow down, to continue to glorify the Lord, to enjoy your wife, enjoy your children, and build a family culture that you're enjoying, that you love, and that you're excited about. That's what family captains do.
Let's go, dude. I don't think there's anything more to say outside of that, man. This has been really good. So, no Santa. Forget that. Right? Let's just rule them out completely. And make sure you tell your kids to go to school and tell all the other kids Santa's not real. Is that pretty much it?
Those are the main takeaways from the episode. Okay. By the way, Chris even puts the cookies out the night ahead of time.
Yeah, man. Heck yeah. So we'll put them out.
I don't put I'm not going that far. Okay.
Hey, I'm just
we'll talk about Santa. but we're not putting cookies out for that guy.
That's right. Well,
have fun with it, guys. Don't be too uptight. Have a good time. Enjoy the Lord and enjoy your family and make sure they enjoy you.
Yeah, absolutely, man. All right, man. So Merry Christmas to the guys. Thanksgiving's coming. Happy Thanksgiving. Merry Christmas. All the things. Until next time.
Go captain your ship. Thanks for listening to this episode of the Family Captain Podcast. Now go take some action and serve by leading well. Also subscribe, leave a review so more men can find the podcast and be helped. And if you're ready to take your growth to the next level and you'd like more support, check out thefamilycaptain.com for our resources that will help you accelerate your journey. And until next time, go captain your ship.